Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Oscar De La Hoya. Moving on from Garcia-Tank fight, new opponent lineup. Teofimo Lopez will have an interesting quest at his fight this Saturday night. The 25-year-old Brooklynite looks to shake off some ring rust and return with a win against Pedro Campa at Resorts World in Las Vegas. It will mark the super lightweight debut of Lopez, who will face Campa over 10 rounds. Lopez has moved up a division after his world title loss to George Kambosos in November last year. That was one of the upsets of 2022. The Australian has since lost his seat on the throne at lightweight after Devin Haney comfortably beat him to become undisputed champion. Another fighter who has left lightweight for a 140 class is Ryan Garcia. KingRy and his promoter Oscar De La Hoya are keen to make a showdown against Gervonta Tank Davis, but as De La Hoya told ESNews, he is having a difficult time even speaking to someone. We are trying to get a hold of Tank's side. We don't know who to talk to. Nobody pick up their phone. Nobody calls back. I feel they are playing games, so I'm moving on and I'm going to Teofimo's fight next week. Garcia had said that should a Tank Davis bout not materialize, then he preferred alternative would be Lopez. The 23-year-old impressed in his last win against Javier Fortuna and reiterated his desire to face Tank. Davis promoter Floyd Mayweather has already said that the Garcia fight can happen but only at 135 pounds, where his charge holds the WBA regular title. Garcia said in his last post-fight interview that he was done with the lightweight division and now has his sights on those at super lightweight. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Ryan Garcia still wants no parts of Devin Haney. There is no question that lightweight contender Ryan Garcia is chasing big fights. Over the past few months, he has been breaking his neck trying to pen a match with regular WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis. At the moment, from the outside looking in, it appears that there is some traction with these negotiations, but we will just have to wait to see how this unfolds. What's more curious, however, in his complete aversion to testing him mine against undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney. The two have history and mutual respect dating back to the early days of their magic careers. Each has spoken at length about squaring, yet it's only Haney who wants to pull the trigger now. Whenever the topic is present at Garcia, he goes into protective promoter mode and bangs explaining why the fight should wait. Sometimes he does not even explain, he just says not now. This was the case in one of his recent social media posts. I'm saving Devin Haney, I know when to beat him. It's not that I can't beat him, I'm letting that one simmer. It's not big enough yet, but Gervonta is bigger now. In many ways, this sound beat is the height of insanity. Garcia, who is a social media sensation, feels that the Tank fight outranks a match with Haney, because Davis is seemingly more popular with a fan base. Yes, Tank only holds a regular WBA belt. Even the WBA doesn't respect the regular titles anymore, and are on a very public mission to eradicate them from existence. Meanwhile, Haney is the undisputed champion of the division. Along with the 4 major sanctioning body titles, he also holds the ring and the undisputed WBC franchise champion designation. This is all said to say there is no bigger fight in the division than one with Haney. A win over the Dream would make Garcia undisputed and instantly carve his name in history books. Instead, he would rather chase Tank, who has largely ignored and poked fun at him. Regardless of that, they may be. 3 Kings Boxing will be here to report all the latest twists and developments. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.